fast.
Well, what about the wedding? Tell us about Walter Schultz.
I didn't make it to the wedding.
Nor did I.
I didn't either. I did.
You did? That's good, yeah.
I like Walt.
Yeah, I did.
He was a good enough guy. I don't know if he was in love with Mother or not.
Seemed like it, yeah.
I asked him, I said, well, how are things going? And he says, well, we're doing fine.
Yeah.
And he says, she feeds me right. What else is it other than that?
Yeah.
She was a good cook when it was.
One thing I respected about him, though, is that after his mom died, he met another woman, and he actually brought her down to
Yeah.
the Bay Area where I was
And
living.
I met her.
He
brought her to
introduced
Oregon.
her and said, and then took me aside and said, I hope you don't mind, but I'm probably going to marry this one. I said, why should I care?
Yeah. What
It's your life.
It's your life. You
Yeah.
got to go on with it.
He brought her to Oregon.
Yeah.
Did he?
So
Yeah,
I respected
I
him
don't
for
think
that.
I ever met him, but when he'd come to L.A., he had 5 or 6 kids that lived in L.A. When he come to L.A., he'd always stay with me. I don't know why.
And I think
I'd take him around to all his kids and then back to my house.
I think
They'd
he
never
got-
come and see him.
He got cancer. He died. She left him.
Yeah, she left him second
He
month.
didn't.
She didn't want to have to pay for it.
So
I didn't make it to his funeral either.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, he had told us when we were there, he said, now I want you guys to go through this house, and anything that you want,
Yeah.
take it. And we took a bunch of stuff. I know you had that
I took
shelf.
one thing. I had that one, 2 things. That one shawl and the Bible.
Yeah. And
I gave that Bible to Robert. Enormous Robert.
oh, okay.
I have an old Bible of Grandma's,
Yeah.
a big one.
This one had. This was the first one she had, and she had a lot of the marriage, all of the statistics in it.
But she must have known she was going to die because just before she died, she got all those photo albums and sent them to each kid. You know, albums that she thought I was in or I might want. Sent it to it. I guess she did that. Yeah.
You know, I had bought a bookshelf for Mom, too. And that's one of the things that I got during that set, that bookshelf. I bought it at Van. Is that right? In 1947?
No.
You had that one that was kind of curly too that you made.
I made when I was.
But for some reason, I had it at my house for a couple of years, and then you came by and I finally gave it to you.
I don't know whatever happened to that.
I'll be there.
I think I left it.
I had made her a little shelf AS on Lena Smith, you know, a little salt and pepper shaker. And I got those.
You need a big one for those.
Yeah, well, she had millions, hundreds of them, but I just made that shelf. Her initials.
You got all those.
I have some.
Yeah, I wanted them, but I didn't
Not
get
wrong
it.
with that,
How
some
many
big
go
I didn't argue about it. I think, didn't you get the cedar chest with all them in it?
Not the seed.
Oh,
I got all the salt and pepper sugar. Well, not really, because Walt wanted to leave some of them there.
yeah.
And then again, I'm sure I got it, but I think Madge
That's probably
may have got them, I don't know, but anyhow, I never got them. But I do have a pretty good sized collection.
Yeah.
I had made Mother, when I was in high school, what? Put a old bin
Yeah.
base in it, and Walt said she used that until the day she died. But the clock's gone out, and I can't find the clock to replace it. And I had her initials, which happened to be mine,
Yeah, that'd be the same as yours.
in the front of this clock. Well, with the salt and pepper shakers, Mom had put a lot of time in it.
Yeah.
I wanted her son. Really.
You can keep them
Yeah,
together.
I
Keep
remember
them
that.
together.
It didn't happen.
You want?
Well, when we were there, and I said, okay, well, you take one of the brothers should have. Well, I was happy with that.
Yeah, it was all right. I didn't, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have room.
I'm that way. If you want them, take them. If you don't want them, I'll take them just to keep them in the family.
Yeah, right.
You know, so it doesn't matter, whatever. As long as somebody got it.
But I had heard that they had been somehow broken up. I don't know what the reason for it.
Well, he had 9 boys. And I didn't want them to get it.
Well, I think we've all enjoyed the family reunions over the past 30
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Talk to us about, I mean, that's probably one of the greatest gifts we have. Tell us about how that started. Was there a plan, or did it just start
We
happening?
were talking about that this morning. I don't remember.
We started this at her funeral.
Right, yeah.
And I said, it's something she's always wanted to do. Why don't we do it? And they said it was a great idea. So I got up the first one, and we came here, not here, but on the California side. The very first one, as far as I can you know.
And I didn't come to that one because I never heard about it.
Yeah, I'm not a leader. I'm a follower. You know, you tell me what to do and I'll take care of it. But I'm not a planner. But I got the site. Some guy I worked with showed me, you know, gave me a map. I said that looks good, so I called and got it set up.
The very first one, well, the first 2 or 3 I didn't come to. I think the first one I came to was Siskiyou. That's where you guys were at the boat. Took over.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't missed one since. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Was the first one here?
Down in California side. Yeah,
Yeah, Siskiyou is just above Shasta.
That
We
was,
wanted to go to Shasta, but it was all booked.
we went
So
to
I think Norma got it, so we went to
The first one we ever had was
Siskiyou.
here in Lake Tahoe.
On the California side.
in the campground. Off the 50.
that was one of Walt came to.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember I had a jar full of quarters, and I was going to gamble with those quarters. And these kids found them. And they played all them slot machines, and I wanted to get my quarters. There was probably $1.50 worth of quarters left. I said, oh.
That's all you need.
I should have hid them a little better.
Connor, do you remember what year that was?
God, no. I think Troy was still in diapers. Maybe walking, but he. No, I can't
1980?
remember the year. Huh?
Was that the first one, 1980?
I think so.
Right, I can tell you.
I was here in 1980. I didn't know it was the first. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah, he was a little guy.
Yeah.
I think the first one that I came to, we had that old army tent.
Yeah.
And Marilyn, of course, you know, her idea of camping was a 4-star hotel.
Yeah. Turn the electric blanket down a little low.
Careful though, she might see this.
Yeah.
But, she knows.
She knows.
Anyway, we stayed in that. It was about like this, but we slept okay, you know. And,
But didn't you have that pop-up tent?
yeah,
camper?
I brought that a couple of times.
Yeah.
That was a sweet little deal.
Yeah. Marilyn was always so neat.
Oh,
And they turned that sailboat over, and she went clear underwater, and she come out of that, looked like she hadn't been touched. Still looked trim and everything was in place. That's it.
Even her hair.
I remember as a teenager, we used to go to the snow up Big Barrel. And I know I hit her a million times with snowballs, but she never had her hair out of place.
still does.
Yeah, that was before they were married. That was a long
She
time.
went with
Yeah.
the Smiths people. Oh, I don't
No, the that was a church thing.
Oh, the church.
We'd go up to
yeah.
Big Bear
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
snow.
at the beginning we used to have a reunion every year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First 3, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah.